Even though it's been out for about a month and a half in, Costco and a lot of like the common, well-known over-the-counter pharmacies, Neutrogena has come out with a very exclusive product that we've been waiting for about 8 years in terms of technology. So they've been doing and kind of like creating the best technology possible in order to deliver the micropeptides into the skin, because that's a complicated process. And in terms of skincare, it's all about the vehicle. If you have the right vehicle, so you can have a good ingredient, but if it doesn't penetrate into the right area of the skin, it's not going to do anything.
It's not going to do anything.
So in terms of collagen, we want the penetration to go to the deep dermis and the subcutaneous tissue, and that's what they're able to deliver with the micropeptides. They are tiny molecules, so they're 2 times less than the typical competitive product in the market, and that makes it able to penetrate deeper into the skin in order to support that collagen production that, as you know, after the age of 25, we start to lose about 1% per year. So by the time we're in our 50s, we really notice it, because we've lost about 25 to 30% of our collagen, and collagen makes up 70% of our skin. So it is a protein that we have abundantly in our skin, and that is one of the vital proteins that we need in order to have youthful skin. So as we age and we lose that, we really notice it in the skin and in the lack of support. So these 2 products I really like, because the sun protection product, which is the one that you're supposed to use in the morning, obviously, because it has sunscreen, is a clean formula in terms of it being free of paraben, free of fragrance. It's non-comedogenic, and it's actually cosmetically very elegant. It's very lightweight, and it doesn't leave a white cast, which is very important when it comes to sun protection. So it doesn't leave the skin sticky. It's a very easy to use product, and it obviously has these micropeptides that are going to penetrate into the skin and help with skin texture and skin lines. So that the whole purpose of peptides is so that your lines look less noticeable. It's kind of like what we call Botox in a bottle in terms overall, not this product specifically, but whatever peptide is out there in the market, it's the closest thing to injectable products. And it's basically going to help, with the lines if you're not doing Botox or neurotoxins, and it's going to help promote the results that you're getting if you are doing it. So it's pretty much for anyone over the age of 25, 30 that is starting to notice some lines. And the beauty about the night product that I thought was very smart of them is not only is micropeptide technology that we've been talking about that is going to promote the collagen and moisturize the skin, but it has bakuchi oil, which is a plant-derived retinol. And the beauty about bakuchi oil is that it's a lot more easy to use on sensitive skin, because a lot of issues, the problem with retinol is that it's hard on the skin. And it can sensitize the skin. So this is a product that is a lot easier to use. And then on top of that, it is safe to use on pregnancy. So it's one of those products that is kind of like good for everyone. And I thought it was a great choice to add it to a micropeptide technology product. So pretty much that sums up everything that is in here in terms of the product itself. Like I mentioned, the SPF is obviously a broad spectrum, so you don't need any other sun protection. This is it. Obviously, if you're going to be outdoors more than a couple of hours, reapplication is key. And then the moisturizer also has the bakuchi oil, which is a great antioxidant that is plant-derived and is very safe to use on any skin, and it's going to help with texture lines similar to retinol. The best part of it all is, I think, their price point, because we do have peptides in the market. Some of the ones that we sell in office are really good and they have great technology like this one, but they are in the 100s, 200s. So this is a $22 product, $22.99 or something, which is pretty incredible that people can have access to such great technology with a good ingredient that actually is doing what it claims to be doing. And I thought, like, the little beads, they brought these little tiny beads that are different than the larger beads, do make a difference when it comes to that technology and targeting and mimicking that collagen production and elastin fibers. And so that's about it in terms of the product itself. And they did a bunch of studies and they showed changes on people's texture and how it absorbs so quickly, and the changes on the lines that we're seeing up to after only 1 week of use, which is pretty great because we usually tell patients use it for like 6 weeks before you can tell a difference. So that was a really nice study that they did on this Collagen Bank Moisturizer.
Yeah, and once you get a certain age, you feel like Botox is the only way to go.
And it's a great thing. I'm not gonna tell you because I do it every day and I do it on myself.
But this is a good.
It's a good add-on in between. It'll extend a little bit more
The life of the Botox.
That need for the second treatment, and then obviously it helps in the day-to-day, because and there are areas that maybe you're not ready for fillers, or the superficial fillers don't last as long. So those areas of lines also get plumped with the collagen bank, which is really nice because obviously the upper face is really easy to treat with Botox, but our lower face is more dynamic, and those certain movements like smiling, you cannot target that with Botox. You gotta go to the fillers, and sometimes either you're not ready for fillers, or you're a little scared about them.
And your face sometimes pops
up. Yeah, the pillow face is a true thing, and so this is a nice way to help with that texture and those changes that we notice on the skin, also from the sun exposure. So it's a great product. I'm super excited.
So even if you've lost a lot of collagen, like after a certain age, do you feel that how do you use it? Like, you wet your skin so it penetrates?
Yeah.
Or?
I mean, peptides are good at any age. I definitely think they're made more for mature skin than younger skin, because I put on a peptide, well, not me because I'm not that young, but a 25-year-old or a 30-year-old puts on a peptide on, they may not notice the change because they have no lines. They may notice a little bit more hydration and plumpness, but that's about it. As you age and you get into your 50s and your 60s, then we notice our lines under the eye or in the smile line, perioral area. So it's nice to have a product that fills them in, and it's actually not only doing it as makeup, but it's actually doing something in the deeper parts of the skin. Because one thing is to put in, I don't know if you've seen some of these products over the counter that they make the under eye area looks better, but it's like makeup. It lasts 12 hours and it's not really being absorbed into the skin. This is a product that is going to make you look plumper in the moment, but also long term is going to promote that collagen and help with that collagen production that you have in your body that is obviously declining as we get older.
And what about for younger people? Like, wouldn't that be like a preventative, almost like doing preventative Botox instead of having to start so early? They could start with something like this.
100%. And I love that it has sunscreen. So maybe when you're young and you're not ready to spend, $50 on your routine, with like the sunscreen in the morning, you have both. You have the peptides and you have the sunscreen, and maybe at night you can use like a little retinol if you're getting into your 30s. And then this night routine of collagen banking, again, if you have more lines, is just going to help promote the plumpness on the skin and the hydration, so that the lines are not as visible.
And what if is it good to take in combination like liquid collagen, like how you put in the smoothies and things?
So it's
like
funny
if you do this,
mention that, because I think one of the biggest myths out there is that taking collagen helps with your skin. There has been no data, no medical studies that have shown that oral ingested collagen really helps with the skin.
I have to throw my box away.
So I tell people it's not going to hurt you.
Right.
but it's not going to do
Right.
much for now. We don't have the studies.
Or
It
at least
doesn't-
for the skin, it
Yeah.
might help other things.
It really has a lot of studies on the joints.
Yeah, which I have
It really helps
issues.
on the joints.
Yeah.
So, you know, we cannot say 100%, there's just not enough data. And honestly, the only one that really has been able to be shown a little bit is the hydrolyzed collagen, and it's not even close to the applied stuff.
Wow.
So we kind of like have a misconception there. You're not the
Yes.
only one. A lot of people think like that.
Wow.
And obviously, you know, we do a lot of other procedures here in office that promote collagen.
Mhm.
So having skincare to pair that up with that is accessible to most patients is really great.
And as far as the retinol, like I use like the Retin A, and
Yeah.
I buy it from France. There's a A1F, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and I did notice, you know, but I was afraid to go out in the
Irritating.
sun.
Yeah. Well, that's
But
also,
with this is milder, no?
yeah, this is so much more mild than tretinoin or one of those
Yeah.
retinoids that you're mentioning. Some skins do really absolutely well with tretinoin or tazarotene, which are strong vitamin A derivatives. But if your skin cannot tolerate it, this is a great option. If you're pregnant, this is a great option. If you want to add it into your routine with your tretinoin, if your skin can take it and it's not sensitive skin, you can add them together.
Well, the thing is, we're under so much sun, so I'm always afraid that if you do the heavy duty
Yeah.
stuff, you gotta leave it for the winter.
I always tell people it's okay to use retinol the year around, especially here in South Florida. You just have to be aware that you're doing it so that you use more sun protection. But it's not gonna have like a negative effect with the sun unless you're not protecting yourself.
Right,
from it.
then you will get,
Yeah, you'll just get burned faster.
Great.
Nice to talk to you.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Yay.